Okay, this is take 2, everyone. I did not invite Mel. Now I think I can. Allow. Okay. Inviting Melanie to watch. Whoa, that's some light. Hi, okay, I didn't invite you this time because I wanted to do something different. Bring them on camera. This is a lot of light.
Are you echoing?
I don't think so.
I don't need. So this happens, I feel like, to a lot of people who try to do these live dual videos, and I don't know what the solution is. Remember, it happened in the big mega distributors party group with the girls on the first night. They like totally canceled their thing.
Do you have headphones?
Yes. Do you want me to plug in headphones?
Yeah. Because then the echo won't come on your end. You'll hear it.
Hold.
That bubbly. Recording 30. Day 8. We're waiting for Mel to get. That noise.
Is that better?
Fixed it.
Can you hear me still?
Yeah. Is it echoey on your end?
No.
Done.
Nailed it.
More than a hat rack. More than a hat rack.
More than a hat rack. More than just some fake black hair.
Oh my God, my whole Instagram, everyone was like, put your hair back to brown. Like everyone but you on Instagram.
I love it that dark.
It's just, I just never wanted it this dark. Like I just wanted it brown.
But your skin tone is killer.
But I think my skin tone is like warm. So it just looks, I don't know. It is what it is.
Like pretend, are we doing our first episode of our podcast?
Hi, Hannah. My nail twin. Hannah has on the same nails as me right now.
Are you upset I'm drinking wine?
No, it's a Whole30, day 8. We're going strong and things. God, Whole30 sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks. We kind of cheated on dinner tonight. We had like one of those microwave pot roast things with potatoes.
Yum.
So many additives you're not allowed to have on Whole30, but the other option was going to be pizza. So I said, that's the better cheat. That's how we do it. So, pal, I'm so excited to chat with you. I wish I could have invited your group, but oh well. We'll share.
Well, our groups are private, so I don't think we could have done that anyway.
My group wouldn't be private if I weren't a teacher.
Yeah.
Like, if I were you, I would take it off private because, like, who cares? Who cares who sees it? My problem is my students already stalk my personal Facebook. I don't.
Yeah, I guess I should take it off private. I don't know.
Who are you hiding from? What do you care?
Nobody.
No one. I look tired. Ooh, how is work going? Your big girl job.
Guys, I'm in a super...
Hannah, sorry about your Whole30. I'm eating a pint of Ben & Jerry's.
Oh, Hannah.
I'm so jelly. Oh, God.
Great. It's going really well. Today was my first bad day, though. But it doesn't matter. It's okay. I'm going to have bad days, and I know that. But I was covering for someone else as well as my own people.
Uh-huh. It's a lot.
It's the first time I felt in the weeds, like waitress in the weeds, since I started the job.
Do you get waitress in the weeds dreams still?
No.
I do. I still get in the weeds dreams. So for anyone who's never served tables, in the weeds is like when you're drowning with things to do with your tables. Like your tables have been waiting for over 10 minutes for cocktails and you haven't even taken their order, but like your whole section and then some. And it hasn't happened in a long time, but like maybe a week ago, I had an in the weeds dream where you're just like, you just feel helpless. And it all came back to me, that feeling of working in restaurants. And I woke up like, oh God, like that feeling is the worst.
So glad I do not have dreams about working in restaurants anymore.
Now watch, you'll have one tonight and you'll be like, Dana.
Probably, but.
Oh. Melanie and I, we both have very similar, like professional lives, really, when you break it down. Served tables in New York, served tables elsewhere, performed at Disney, and now we've like left full-time performing for like 9 to 5 real big girl jobs. Cheers to 9 to 5s. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, Melanie started Senegence. Well, we should back way up. You used LipSense for a really long time before you ever signed up.
Yeah.
For how long before you became a distributor?
Year and a half, maybe?
I feel like it was longer than that. Do you remember having the party at your condo?
Yeah, with Luern.
Yeah. And that was a long time ago.
So that party was, oh gosh, I don't know. I'd have to ask Luern. It's funny. I'm going to be a guest on her podcast coming up.
That's awesome.
Gosh, I don't know when that was. I still had carpet in my condo.
It was a long time ago.
A lot longer than a year and a half, actually, because we moved out of my condo. So I joined May of last year. So that would have been May of 2018, right?
Uh-huh.
We moved out of my condo the year before that, into September of 2017. But we redid the whole condo that summer. So it could have been like
a minute.
Seriously, yeah. Let's say over a year and a half, probably around 2 years.
It's been a minute. So do you remember the first color you ever tried?
Oh, Hannah, you're right. My first wine party. So remember when I joined Wine Shop at Home?
Yeah.
Hannah killing it on the game. Yes, it was, because I did a combo with Lulu and the wine and all of that. Yes, that's exactly
right. And I couldn't go. Oh, I don't remember why, but it's so funny. I couldn't go. Everything always happens for a reason, but I always wonder, like, what if I had gone that night and been like, I want to sign up?
Yeah.
I'd be on, like, Luern's downline. I'd have a whole different, like, upline. Don't know if you would have ever joined.
I know.
It's so funny to think about life that way.
It is crazy to think about life that way. And I'll say that I joined that after I got engaged, because it doesn't matter. Let's just say 2 years.
It's been a minute. What was the first color you ever tried? Do you remember?
The first color I think I ever tried was honestly, I think it was Glam Doll, like you.
No way.
I really, because Glam Doll like has a special place in my heart.
I get that way with colors too. I like associate it with certain things.
It has a place in my heart for some reason. And God, I can remember putting on Glam Doll and being like, ooh.
That was me with the first colors I tried. I didn't get that feeling with Glam Doll at my house. So for anyone, Melanie came over to my house for Friendsgiving after I had fallen down the internet black hole and was like, oh my God, what is LipSense? I want to try it. She brought it over and I tried it that night, and Glam Doll came off 15 minutes later. Like, I hated it. And I was like, this is a sham. I am so glad I didn't buy it. And then I watched.
it.
No, you weren't even selling
I
it.
had
You just
three
had it.
colors.
You just had it, and I tried it. And I was like, this stuff is a joke. I'm not paying $25 for lipstick that comes off in the same amount of time as drugstore lipstick. No, thank you. And then I watched videos being like, if your lip sense came off, this is what you're doing wrong. And I was like, because I love the idea of it. I wanted it to work, and I was just kind of annoyed. So then I gave it a shot with some other colors. Turns out my pH with the darker colors isn't as great. Like Glam
So
Doll, Blackberry.
that's sometimes people's pH with shimmer versus matte versus like glitter.
Right.
Like, no, my sister feels like she wears the shimmer colors, like the ones with a bit of like texture and like shimmer to them, much better than she wears matte colors. She's like, I never want a matte color.
That's so funny. And you just don't know until you start trying them. But I got
I know.
super into lip sense right after that. And that's when I joined December like 6th, like a week later. And the rest is history. You ended up joining after a live video I did. Because, like, it's so cheesy. And people think that we drink the Kool-Aid. But
We
like,
do.
But this change happens. Like, there's
But we
real change. We drink the Kool-Aid for sure.
It's okay. It's okay. Kool-Aid is delicious. Like, it's okay to drink. It's okay to fall in love with something and like it so much that you become passionate about it and you have a feeling about it. That's okay.
Well,
People
there's something about direct sales that is very different. Any direct sales, and this can be Beachbody, Senegence, LuLaRoe, whoever, you all of a sudden are being thrown all of these personal growth and personal development tools to help you with your entrepreneurship of your little business. And all of a sudden you're like, where was this course? And like, I wish I had course like Rachel Hollis 101 in college. Like, where was that? I feel like my acting career would have been very different had all of that information been pumped into me at an earlier time in my life. You know what I mean?
for some reason, also all of this stuff always comes in a time when you need it the most, right? So it always ends up being a metaphor for your current life.
Yeah.
So you don't understand that at the time because what you're focused on is making money, and I want a travel fund for my husband or for my family for when we want to go traveling, and I want some more money a month. Who doesn't? Who doesn't that? But like, for some reason, when you never are going to join something like this if you don't love it as much as you want to portray that you love it. So like, there's no way in God's green earth that I would have joined Senegence unless I didn't love the product.
Right.
Like, oh, that sounds fun, I want to sell. But you're drawn to it for a reason. You're drawn to the people for a reason. You're drawn to the reason for a reason. So there's nothing wrong with drinking a little Kool-Aid. I have no shame. Yes, I drank the Kool-Aid. I'm still drinking it. I am drinking it. I am chugging it. I'm chugging it.
You're doing a keg stand over the Kool-Aid pitcher. The Kool-Aid man is in your house. He broke in.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Do you remember that? Do you remember that one time when I think I cried to you on a Marco Polo or like a video chat or something about something, and you're like, okay, you need to calm down because
this is
drunk.
Yes, but I literally was like, I think you're son of drunk and you need a minute. Like, you need to like step back because it gets overwhelming. You just want to absorb all of this information from all of these helpful people, and you want to grow and do so much, and you see the dream, you see the big picture, and it's not the money. For me, it's never, from Senegence at least, it's never been about the money. It's been about what Senegence did for me in my darkest times and took me out of it, and wanting to pass that along to people. So when you have that message to share and you have that growth to share, you just want to shake people and be like, just listen to me. You have no idea what you're missing.
So, you're 100% right. And I do feel like that people, especially our age group, especially this generation, if you see my nail, I'm sorry, because
this busted nail, I want to see.
It has fallen off.
Ah.
And I keep touching it because I just clipped it back again. Sorry. Anywho, so listen, everybody is motivated by money in this generation.
Sorry, lip sense.
I know, right?
Of course,
Sorry.
everything starts money driven, but
So-
what's so different.
Different than that. It's so when you join something like this, or when you choose to make, you've got something else inside of you. It's not just because you want to make money, extra money a month. Sure, that could be your initial reaction and be like, I can do this.
Right.
But what drew you to that in the first place? Number one, your love for the product. Number two, because you had the confidence inside of you deep down to say, I can do that.
My initial reason, I remember in the beginning, was Corey was working so many nights, and I was like, I'm teaching school during the day with children, and I am home alone at night. I need a further purpose that doesn't have a deadline, something that I can work on the amount that I want to for fun when I can. And
Yep.
it wasn't money in the beginning. It was something to do. And then when I started making the money, I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
You're like so, Dana, you're just like so inspiring to me, because you're the kind of person, you're like Scott, my husband. He needs to be doing something all the time. He can't just go home and like watch an entire night of Netflix. He has to have multiple purposes, multiple things to do, multiple things going on. So he's in a tennis league. We're joining a kickball league.
That's fun.
Yeah, he plays tennis 2 nights a week. He's got meetups with his friends. Like, he always has to be doing something. I don't need to do that.
You're like, I can chill with Netflix.
I could sit on that. Well, I can't really sit on my bed because my bed is a place of sleep. And so if I sit in bed and like relax, it's a mental thing for me. I can sit on the couch and watch an entire series for one whole day and never get up. This past weekend, I left my home one time for like 2 hours. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings, got an order of wings and a pitcher of beer. And I was like, you want to go home now? Like, so the big motivation was, wait a second, I can stay at home, work while I'm on the couch, and make money. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
and exactly. I know this because I really like what I get. And I only knew Lip Sense then. Obviously, I only knew Lip Sense. But
I think that's everyone. Everyone who ends up being a distributor is like, wait, we have skincare, we have makeup.
Yeah, totally.
Like I feel like no one ever knows, because it's like this best kept secret. I don't know why, because their products are stupid good. Like,
I know.
I put on my face at 9 a.m.
Same.
Not oily, not dry. Like, it's still there. I don't understand. It's amazing.
Same.
It's really cold in my house. Okay, so what was the turning, like, when were you like, I'm doing this?
When you invited everybody in your friends, because I was in your Facebook group, right? So when you invited everybody to watch your video.
That's right.
In the group. And you said, hey guys, I'm going live about my journey. This like big ultimate Senegence group has asked me to go live and talk about my story. Everybody tune in. And I was hysterically crying by the end. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do it.
There were 1,000 people in that group. I was so nervous.
Yeah, you should have been nervous. That was a big deal. That's a big deal. So that moment was when I was like, look, this is yes, yes, yes. And the reason that worked, Dana, is because people are motivated by money 100%. So the first thing that somebody's going to say is, so why did you join Senegence? Well, I want to make a little extra money a month. That's totally fine. I get you. Yes, you do. But there's something else that drew you to this company and to these specific people that made you want to join with these specific people. There's something else there that drew you to them, and you just have to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
And do you remember when I emailed you and like sent you a video of like when it be my why? It was just like so rewarding, and it made everything make sense, because I was like, my why is money. It is. I'm poor. I'm not working for Disney anymore. I'm working at a restaurant that I hate and blah, blah, blah. And that's when I was like, oh, I'm working at a restaurant I hate. Oh, I'm not working for Disney. It's like all those emotional things start to like build up and you go, oh, okay. All right. So yes, there is a different reason why. And it's because you want to take back something in your life. I needed to take control back in my life. I needed something to take control of that wasn't validated by anyone else, that wasn't decided by anyone else, that my future wasn't decided by anyone else, that my schedule wasn't decided by anyone else. I had spent my whole career letting everyone
and being the puppy dog
and being the puppy dog and like and sending the email and waiting for the response and being like, when are you going to pick me? When are you going to pick me? And it's like, no, I'm going to pick myself.
Yep.
So my realization, and I didn't realize that when I joined, but it was like, no, I needed to take back my life and my decision making and my personal goals and my benefit. It's not about anyone else dictating me anymore. And that's not what it's about. It's about me finally taking charge. And you know what? I haven't fully taken charge of my life, and that's okay. But at the same time, it gives you that extra boost of confidence. And I'm sorry, makeup makes you confident. Sorry, it does.
I can't stand when people are like, why do you feel like you have to wear makeup? I'm like, I don't have to wear makeup.
But
today in my Instagram story, literally took a picture of myself sitting at my desk, and then I did my 5-minute basic face. And the difference, not in my skin or my lashes or my blush, but the difference is in the confidence of like, here's me and then here's me. And it's just, I don't know if, especially being at a middle school this year, those kids are cruel and they will straight up tell me, Mrs. Miller, you look tired today. You look like you didn't sleep. Mrs. Miller, you look sad. Mrs. Miller, you look blah, blah, blah. They'll say anything. They have no filter. So even a 5-minute face makes me feel better. If they say something nasty to me, I'm like, it's not.
Well, then, but 9 out of 10, a 5-minute face isn't going to make them say anything nasty about you because your confidence is higher, so you're not going to look tired.
Exactly.
No matter how you have on or not.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
I have a before and after of 3 months before I started like my real skincare, and then 3 months later. And when I posted it, I was like, please don't look at the difference in the wrinkles in my forehead because there's a difference. Please don't look at the circles under my eyes because there's a difference. Please don't look at the tone of my skin and the texture of my skin because there's a difference. Look at my facial expression.
Yeah. And look at my major difference.
3 months ago, and then look at my selfie 3 months later.
It's a difference.
I can. I mean, it's totally different. It's a whole different outlook on your confidence and your personality and everyday life. 100%.
Totally. 3,000%. I love it. Okay, so before you did Senegence, you did Wine Shop.
No.
And you gave me a hard time about joining Senegence because you were like, I don't want it to be another flop. I don't want it to be another wine shop situation. And it's nothing against Wine Shop. I'm sure it's a great company and all that goodness. But what do you think the biggest difference between the two is? And I don't mean like, oh, you're selling wine and oh, you're selling makeup. Like as a company and as the distributor yourself.
I don't honestly think there's a difference.
No,
I think connect with. And if I had connected with Wine Shop at Home and I felt passionately about it and I really like loved wine, and I do love wine. Look at my wine glasses, but I love boxed wine. God, my sister is a sommelier, and I love me some Target boxed wine. And so I just didn't connect with Wine Shop at Home and the message that they were giving out and what the idea of it was. I didn't connect.
You weren't buying what they were selling, quite literally.
That's okay, honestly.
Yeah.
Like there are people who do, and they're so good and successful at it. And my team there was so incredible. Like the most beautiful, kindest, most amazing humans on the planet. And I connected with them. But everything that they were throwing down, I was like, I don't connect with this product. I don't connect with what I'm selling. And therefore I went into wine shop at home wine tastings wearing lip scents, didn't get it off my glass, and was like, guys, contact my friend Dana to buy some lip scents. Cause look, what was I doing? I'm selling lip scents during wine tastings. And I was like, I've got something here. So I didn't connect with the product like I connected with lip scents. And I don't think there's a difference in the companies. I think both companies are great. I am biased to Senegence only because I'm pretty, on my way to being pretty successful. But Wine Shop at Home is just as successful as a business. And if you connect with that, you will do awesome in any multi-level marketing. I think any multi-level marketing company is about you connecting with the product.
Yeah.
Because multi-level marketing is not about the product you're selling, guys. It's about how you feel about the product. It's so much more of an emotional connection and attachment, and what you can teach, and the confidence that you can convey as a woman, because it's mostly women. There are men, but it's such a great outlet for us to just connect to something, feel it, and then share it with the world and make some awesome money while doing it. That is literally the line of it.
Agreed.
So multi-marketing is what you connect with. And if it's Senegence, great. If it's not, great. I hope you find something that you do connect with, because it's so important in life, no matter what it is. It's so important.
That's brilliant. So we talked about our whys. Do you want to share, do you have an official practiced why? You don't have to.
Maybe.
Because
Scott, will you get me some more wine? He's coming. I'm drinking wine because she's pregnant and she can't drink. He's coming. Yes.
Okay.
So yes, I don't have a practiced why, and I should, but I think my why originally. Thank you, love.
Hi, Scott.
Look at him. Just bring it. I told you, boxed wine. Just bring in that box right to the glass. Classy. That's good. Thanks, love.
I'm laughing so hard, but every time I have audio, it cuts you out. So I'm trying to do it quietly. So I just keep doing this.
Okay. So my why. So I think my why, and I think everyone's why, is initially cash flow. No problem. Got it. Yep, cash flow. Thank you for that why. I appreciate your time.
But that's what's tricky about our team, is they make you dig so much deeper, and they tell you your answer cannot be money. And that's where a lot of girls slam on the brakes and go, but that's why I joined, is because I need to make extra money. And it's like, look, okay. What's wrong?
My cheeks flushing, I'm getting nervous.
No, it's hard talking about your why. It is. It's hard.
I'm going to bump up my light one more glow. So, and you're 100% right. And I think this is why our Dominion and our team is super successful, is because for us, it's just, we are on the best team in the country, and we're so lucky. And I think literally. And I think for us, it's so much more than that. And so you connect with people and you find out things about people and you connect to personalities. So your why is initially money. No problem. 100% get you money. Yep. Can't wait till you find out your real why.
Right.
So my why is, and it's kind of similar to Dana's story, in the sense that we've had not a similar journey at all, but and so when you work for Walt Disney World, you're not in a full-time job. You're in a full-time job for 1 year, and then someone sits you down in a room, not someone, aka 5 people of management and authority, sit you down in a room, and it's, it is what it is. And I'm not criticizing it or anything.
No, the faces I'm making are the nervousness of the situation.
I know. And so every year they sit you down and they say, thank you for your time. Yes, we have something for you for next year. Yay. So as a performer, I'm not talking about Disney cast members in general, I'm just talking about equity performers. You always know that the time will come when you will be sat down in a room and someone says to you, I'm sorry, you're no longer needed. You always think in your brain, I'm going to handle that just fine. I'm going to be good when that time comes because I get it. I know Disney. I know. I've had a really successful career. Thank you. So after 10 years, I was sat down and I was told, there's nothing for you this time around. And I felt it. I knew it was coming. I knew it. But it didn't hit me because I was like getting married that year and I moved and I was like in a whirlwind of life and everything was so great and amazing. And I was so grateful for everything in life. And then I wasn't working at Disney and it was fine because I moved with my husband and we, he got an awesome job and we bought a house and we were close to my parents. And then 2018 started and I was like a car crash. Like, what is happening? So our 2017 actually started that way. And so I was just kind of like grasping at straws for everything. And I think when I figured out my why, I figured out that I was sick of someone dictating my life. I was sick of someone dictating how I was going to be living, what money I was going to be making. I was sick of someone else deciding my fate. Right. And that took a huge toll on my heart that I didn't realize was going to take a toll on my heart. And you are never prepared for it. I mean, I'm not even going to give the analogy that I was thinking in my head because it's just so outrageous and so insulting that I would never. But okay, I'll give it. It's like a death in the family. And I hate to say it like, I don't even mean to say it like that shallowly, but it's like a death of a part of your life that you didn't know that you could mourn hardcore.
I know what you mean.
And when you define yourself in something for so long, when you literally define who you are as a person. Oh, Melanie, what do you do? I'm Nemo in Finding Nemo the musical. That's the first thing comes out of your mouth.
Yep.
It's the first thing that comes out of your mouth. Even if you're only still doing it part-time, I realized how much I was saying it even after I wasn't there full-time. Did I ever say that I was a singer on Norwegian Cruise Lines? No, that's a pretty big, awesome thing. Have I ever, now, do I say that I'm an executive assistant? Yes. Now I say I'm an executive assistant at the largest global consulting firm in the world. So I no longer define myself in that role anymore. So my why and what Senegens brought out in me was to stop letting other people or other things or circumstances in your life define your future, define who you are, define your pathways in life, or make decisions for you. There are tons of things going on around you in your life that you cannot control. So I am not saying that everything is in your control and that you're 100% in control all the time. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is Senegens gave me a way to take back some control that I feel I had lost and that I didn't realize I had actually lost in my life. And that in and of itself is a blessing, because when you take back some kind of control in your life, your confidence automatically goes through the roof. It goes hand in hand. And you're not just going to wake up one day and be like, I'm going to be confident today. You don't just wake up feeling that way. There has to be something in your life that motivates you, that makes you get out of bed every day, that sets a fire under your ass to either get things going. Maybe that's a child, maybe that's an MLM, maybe that's your regular full-time job, maybe that's your husband, maybe that's your wife, maybe, I don't know what it is, but there's got to be something, a fire under your ass that sets you off every single day to motivate you and to make you confident. And that's what Senegens gave me. And it also gave me a nice, awesome little commission check that's going to pay my taxes this year.
Yep. Nice. I love that. And it's true.
Circle
like
back.
What?
Circling back to money.
Well, because I mean, it is work and it is a job. And I love, there's been a thing posted. I saw Callie post it and then Allie. It said, if you join a gym and you don't go, you don't blame the gym. It's the same thing with MLMs. You can join
Great point.
True, but like you join an MLM, you got to do the work. Like it's not going to do it for you. And I feel like that's a big misconception with people. They think everything's a pyramid scheme and a scam. And it's like, no, it's a job. You work, you put in time, you put in effort.
Pyramid schemes are illegal now.
Yes.
Guys.
Yeah. Anyone who says, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, I'm like, oh, you're still in the 90s. You don't even know what you are.
Has a similar commission and pay scheme as a real estate company.
Right.
It's like very, guys, real estate is the same ball game.
Same ball game. Exactly. Agreed.
People want.
Okay. So my next questions are just silly ones. If you, and I already know the answer, but I have to ask, if you could only wear one lip sense color the rest of your life, it would be
purple rain, purple rain.
I knew you were going to say it. I had to ask though.
I'm wearing nutmeg today, actually.
I like it a lot on you. It's pretty. This is 2 Bella, 1 Sugar Plum.
It's so funny. This went on at 9:30.
Nice. Yeah, mine went on at 9. Ish, don't move. Okay. Nope. And then last question. What is your favorite non-lip sense product?
Climate control.
Climate control. That does amazing
control.
For you. Because you have rosacea. Like, sorry.
Well, so I get very... So I don't have like a full rosacea, but and not only with alcohol, but I get flushed. Like I flush very quickly, and you can probably actually see it on my chest. See?
Mm-hmm.
So look at look at my chest, right? I'll back up so you can see the full light. So look at my chest. I get like flushed. Look at how red it is in comparison to like my shoulder. Okay. When I get flushed. So I have on, well, climate control, obviously, but I just have on color correcting tinted moisturizer. And this is what my face looks like this is what my face would look like if just color correcting moisturizer. So I would say climate control number 1, color correcting tinted moisturizer number 2, hands down. Easily. There's no question about it.
I put on climate control every single morning.
Every night and every morning.
I don't do night. At night, I only do Nangai oil.
Yep. Nope. That's a good one too. Nangai oil is a good one. I need to do a little bit more research on Nangai oil, honestly. And I do use it, but I'm not like you are.
I'm obsessed. It's my favorite. Like if you said, Dana, one product, one. Oh God, but I really like wet concealer. White concealer under the eyes for a sleep-deprived mom is huge. The dark circle treatment. I see pictures of me before I had, like when Connolly was a baby, and he slept great. So I can't even blame it on that. Like, kiddo was sleeping 8 hours at 10 days old. So like, I can't even blame it on that. But oh my God, the dark circles under my eyes before I started using our dark circle treatment, it's offensive.
It's offensive. Like, and I think that's the whole point, is that it's customized to what you need. So I didn't need dark circle treatment. Like I needed climate control.
Right.
So I have pretty dry skin. I wouldn't say I'm on the full dry spectrum, but like I needed climate control and color correcting tinted moisturizer in my life. So I use 3-in-1 cleanser every morning in the shower, climate control, daytime moisturizer, normal to dry, and then the color correcting tinted moisturizer. And I swear to God, that's what makes me not have to use foundation anymore. I'm telling you, I don't even use it. I have this whole Fawn foundation and I love it, but look at how much of it I've used. None.
Yeah. And that's the great thing too. See, I love our foundation. Even on my clearest skin, like whatever, I still put on our foundation. I just like it.
I do like it, and I will wear it if I'm going out. I will wear our foundation if I'm having a big night. But for every day, for me, I'm like, dang, I am loving me some color correcting tinted moisturizer. Yeah, and I mean,
pretty awesome. It's
proof.
Good.
That's my like skin tone, so where I don't flush, right? And then my face and the difference in my face and my chest. It's awesome. It's just awesome. So climate control, color correcting tinted moisturizer.
Purple
Number
rain and climate control. I think those are all my questions. I was trying to pull them up and they were like not loading. That's it. Those are my questions. This was fun to do.
No, it
We'll
was.
we'll have to share it to your page, share it to your YouTube.
Really watching. I think there's one person still watching, and I don't know who it is. I think it might be Hannah, and if it is, I love it.
Hi, Hannah, is it still you who's here? I don't know how to look. I never know.
Listen, I don't even care who is watching. I always love girl time.
I know it's a good time. Second day back to school, I'm freaking beat. I'm so tired. So tired. I'm gonna go to bed. And it's only 9:15. But I'm exhausted.
Yeah, but not just second day of school. It's like you get up at like 6 a.m. every day with a child.
5.
No. I get up at 6:30 to go to a 7:30 Orange Theory class, and I complain about it.
Well, and like we're potty training, and he's good. Like he went to school yesterday and today with no diaper, and he came home in the same clothes. He's not having accidents. Listen to what happened yesterday. Corey picks him up, and they say he didn't have any accidents. He also didn't go all day.
Hannah's watching.
Hannah! He also just didn't go all day. He held it all day long. So Corey was like, buddy.
Got home?
Until he got home. So Corey has him on the car phone, like through the speakers of the Altima. And I said, buddy, I'm so proud he didn't have an accident, but don't you have to go? And he went, yeah. I was like, well, then why did you hold it? Today at school, he went 3 times. I was like so nervous today at work. I was like, I really hope my child's using the bathroom.
My little buddy. I think he is. He'll get, when he has to go, if he has to go, he will go. So don't worry about it.
I think he's getting it. He's getting it though. I think we are getting out of diapers. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Pal, I can't thank you enough for coming on and sharing your story. We're going to share this vid, share it to any and everyone.
I said, can't wait to get out of diapers because you're getting right back into them.
I'll have a break. I have a break. Like a 4-month break. 4 months. 4 months.
Bullshit.
I love you, pal. I'll talk to you soon.
Love you, pal.
Bye.